Okay, let's do this.
Yeah!
Well, hey there, my malicious malcontents, and welcome back to Mistress Peace Theater. Tonight I bring you a dark satire written by Charles Griffith, Roger Corman's 1959 A Bucket of Blood. Now, this flick is about a needy, insecure busboy. You know, he's surrounded by a bunch of beatnik artists, and he wants to be part of the club. So in a desperate attempt to create sculpture, trying to make a nose or something, I don't know what the hell he's doing. Well, anyways, the landlady's cat gets stuck in the wall and it's annoying the heck out of him. And let me tell you what, that didn't go well for that kitty. In fact, as a matter of fact, I wouldn't let him anywhere near my...
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Woman! Whoa, man! Whoa, man! She was a thief, you gotta believe. She stole my heart and my cat. Betty, Judy, Josie, and those hot pussy cats. They make me horny. Saturday morning, girls are cartoons, leave me in ruins. I want to be Betty's Bonnie. Hey Jane, get me off this crazy thing called love. Oh, frettled grunt bugly, thy micturations are to me as plurtled gabble blotchets on a lurgid bee. Group, I implore thee, my foonting turling drones, and hooptuously drangle me with crinkly bindle wordles, or I will rend thee in the gabberwot with my burgle clunch and see if I don't. Bleem, miserable venchet, bleem forever, mestinglish asunder fart. Gashy morphocyte, thou expungiest whoopisk, fripping licious whim grunts, awist moon-grovingly cromzips, garand withoutitude form into formless bloit. Why not then, moose? There once was an old man with a beard, who said, "It is just as I feared. 2 owls and a hen, 4 larks and a wren, have all built their nests in my beard." There was a young lady of Dorking, who bought a large bonnet for walking, but its color and size so bedazzled her eyes that soon she went back to Dorking. A wonderful bird is the pelican. His bill holds more than his belly can. He can take in his beak enough food for a week, but I'm damned if I see how the hell he can. There was an old drunkard of Devon, who died and ascended to heaven, but he cried, "This is Hades, there are no naughty ladies, and the pubs are all shut by 11. Aggie Maggie, you filthy, filthy baggy, you slimmy, slimy slut. Nature grows in between your toes, and worms slide out your butt. Before I climb them scaly legs and suck them festered tits, I drink a gallon of buzzard juice and die of the drizzly shits."
Walter, what are you doing here?
I was looking at Carla's picture.
Do I pay you to look at pictures? Come on, get to work.
I was just looking.
There are empty cups all over the place. Clear them out.
You shouldn't be so rough on him, Leonard.
Hey, say, Walter.
Hi. There you go, Kurt.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
When we last saw our intrepid heroine, we witnessed her undergo a startling transformation, changing from that vain-ass to a more relaxed, calmer version of Mistress. Join us now as she is reading her copy of How to Hippie.
Dude, this is so much better. I can dig it far out, dude.
Good God. What are you up to now? Why are your feet in a bucket of mud?
Dude, the name's Seraphina Poppy Blossom Luna. And I'm learning how to hippie, man. Communing with nature, sticking it to the man, and smoking the devil's lettuce. Hey, mirror lady, don't be bogarting all the reefer, dude. Dude, not cool, man. Don't be sneaking up on me like that.
Good
Jeez. No, man. I told you the name is Seraphina Poppy Blossom Luna.
Whatever. So is that potato goblin of yours around?
You mean Moonshadow Potato Bug? Yeah, she's around here somewhere, man. But she's a free spirit, dude. And you can't hold a free spirit down, man.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Yes, man. How you making?
Fine, man. How about you? Good enough.
Valdez, Vice.
Yeah, LaCroix checking in. Lou took over a couple of minutes ago.
Anything new at the door?
Well, nothing you can pound nails in. A couple of hustlers. One of them short, fat, brunette, named Skinny. The other one was short also.
She was bleached and skinny.
Name of Fat.
Probably you didn't get it.
They didn't give any pictures, though. Guess you can keep an eye on them.
Okay. Any heads?
Well, Jerry Sachs looked like he was straight. I'm sure he's on it anyway. Didn't see any pushers around the place. Lou said he'd check out on Jerry. He'll sound him out later if he gets any higher.
I guess that's about it.
Okay, Art. Go on home and get a good night's sleep, you think.
Okay, so long.
Everyone listened to my new poem, but do you think they really heard it?
I heard it, Mr. Brock.
Thank you, Walter. I'm sure you did.
Bring on the multitude with a multitude of fishes. Feed them to the fishes for liver oil to nourish the artist.
That was word for word.
Is it? I've forgotten.
You mean you don't remember your own poem?
I refuse to say anything twice. Repetition is death.
I don't get it.
When you repeat something, you are reliving a moment, wasting it, severing it from the other end of your life. I believe only in new impressions, new stimuli, new life.
I thought you believed that life is an obscure hobo bumming a ride on a...
I do believe that, Walter, but I also believe creative living. To be uncreative, you might as well be in your grave or in the army.
They tried to draft me once. I couldn't pass the test.
Walter, Leonard's looking at you.
He's just about gone.
Walter has a clear mind. One day something will enter it, feel lonely, and leave again.
Too much.
Yes, cats, yes. If you want to know how beatniks live, William and me will show you. We'll introduce you to some wild ones. You may even discover an artist of your own.
And how much is that going to cost us?
What cost? A couple of bucks. You want to meet some beatniks, don't you?
Oh, no, it's the artist. I'm just crazy about artists.
All that is comes through the eye of the artist. The rest are just blind fish swimming in a cave of aloneness.
Oh, you must be an artist. And working as a busboy, too.
Feed him that he will be satisfied. The artist is. All others are not.
That's most intriguing. Are you a painter?
Well, no, I work... I'm working on something that's not ready yet.
What is it, man? Finger painting?
Draw me a picture of a house, Walter. Make some smoke coming out of the chimney.
Well, I am working on something. I'll show you soon.
Walter?
Is he...
Good look, kid. Come on home.
Hello, Mrs. Swicker.
Oh, Walter, you look awful pale. What'd you have to eat tonight?
I had a salami sandwich, Mrs. Swicker.
Oh, if you were my son, why don't you let me fix you a nice bowl of soup? Won't take but a minute.
Oh, it's okay. I can fix myself something. Besides, I got something important to do.
Say, Walter, did you see anything of Frankie tonight when you went out?
I didn't see him at all.
Well, if you do, tell him I got a nice, fresh piece of halibut for him.
Tell him that? I mean, do you think he'll understand? He's only a cat.
Good night, Walter.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hey, thanks for coming out, everybody, especially all you hipsters, all you beatniks, all you rockers, all you lovely, lovely wannabe artists. I'm here to tell you a little poem. I may be angry, and I may be mean. I may look a little bit like Charlie Ween, but you call me that to my face, and they'll be looking for your body in a ravine. Thank you, thank you. You'll have a good evening. Stay beautiful, especially you, right there in the front row. Yeah, I'm giving you my number.
It's really heavy, dude. On this rock, we ride round, 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 down to town. There's this ride. It's called the Earthman. On the Earth, we go round and round into the Persephonous section of the under to the upper, and then back down. Then we ride the levels of the sky, fully blossoming into who we are. And then we sink down, down into the dirt, into the blessed ground, where we melt. Right on, right on.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Frankie? Canvas is a canvas or a painting.
A rock is a rock or a statue. A sound is a sound. Music.
Come on, be your nose. Be your nose.
Oh, what's the matter, Frankie? How'd you get yourself stuck in a wall? Wait a minute, I'll get you out. Frankie? You all right, Frankie? Oh, Frankie, I'm sorry. Poor Mrs. Swickard. She had a nice fresh piece of halibut for you. I'll give you to her in the morning. Repetition is death, Frankie.
And now, for your viewing and listening pleasure, we present to you this
Malicious music on this.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Let them die, and by their miserable deaths become the clay within his hands, that he might form an ashtray or an ark. Pray that you might be his diadem, gold, glory, paint, clay, that he might take you in his magic hands and wring from your marrow wonders.
We're a John, Joe, Jim jerk. Dead, dead, dead.
Hi, Carla.
Walter, what are you doing here so early?
Well, I brought something. I think you'll like it.
Take that stuff to the laundromat, Walter.
Huh?
Don't mind him. What have you got?
It's a thing I made.
Walter.
You like it?
What you got?
Oh, come look at this, Leonard.
Where'd you get that, auction?
I made it.
You made that?
I said I did, didn't I?
Walter, it's very good.
Honest?
Honest.
What's it called?
Dead cat?
Dead cat? That's its name?
Sure.
Well, it sure looks dead enough.
You want to buy it?
Buy it? That thing? Scare people out of the place.
Don't be silly. It's tremendous. Look at the detail. The anatomy's perfect. Look at the expression on its face.
How come you put a knife into it?
I didn't mean to.
Just got carried away, huh? Well, all right. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it in the corner of the alcove. If it sells, we'll split 50-50, okay?
Sure. Does this mean I'm an artist?
Maybe so. You can do other things as well.
All that is comes through the eye of the artist.
Yeah, you're a real artist now. I go in back and scrub down those garbage cans. Much now.
You really like it?
We like it. Now go on.
Did you see my cat?
What's the matter? You losing?
How do you like my cat? You make this thing, man?
Uh-huh. It's crazy. Crazy.
You want to buy it?
For me, man? I'm tapped.
He likes my cat.
Get to work.
Hey, Walter, come here a minute. Hey, congratulations, man.
Walter, you're famous.
I saw your cat.
Did you like it, Mr. Brock?
You may call me Maxwell.
Now, how'd you do it, Walter?
Oh, I just took some clay and fixed it up.
Attention. Attention, everyone. As you pass through these yellow portals, I am sure you noticed on your right a small clay figure, and assumed this transfixed effigy to be the work of a master sculptor. And indeed, so it is. That master sculptor is in our midst. He is none other than Walter Paisley, our very own busboy, whose hands of genius have been carrying away the empty cups of your frustrations. Mark well this lad. His is the silent voice of creation. Within the dark, rich soil of humility, he blossoms as the hope of our nearly sterile century.
Beautiful, Maxwell.
Bring me an espresso, Walter.
Hey, Maxwell, really beautiful.
Thank you.
Man, you are in.
Oh, Walter, it was wonderful.
Yes, the cat's cut. Yes. This is my man. Took her everything. Yes, yes. Listen, man, you got a pen? Huh? This is my man.
Hey, Pops, what's happening?
Making a big scene for Walter.
Who'd he shoot?
He made a cat. Out of clay.
See you around.
Yeah, later.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Man, I am so glad that you're back. I cannot handle any more of this on my own. Seriously.
I'm so glad to be back, and I made so many friends. And those sponge baths, oh my god, they were so cool. I feel so relaxed.
Well, you can pretty much forget about that now that you're home, Mistress. I mean, Seraphina, Posse Blossom Lunatic is standing out front topless holding a free love sign. That's so sweet. No, she's going to wreck our reputation and drive us to ruin with all that free love crap.
Well, it's the best ranch in the county. Where else can you get a 2-for-1 open range breeding and a free tour of the slaughterhouse?
I'm not sure if you're a spiritual person, but I feel like we both should start praying. Hey, sky people, little help here?
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Will somebody clear this table, please?
This is my man.
Will somebody clear this table?
Did you hear them, Mr. DeSantis? They all like my cat.
Yeah, very good. Now, look, Walter, you must be tired. Why don't you take the rest of the night off? Huh?
Oh, I don't...
No, you got it coming. Besides, you're creating an incident. When people are applauding, they don't order coffee. So go on home and work on something. Make another cat.
Well, I haven't got another cat.
Well, just go to the movies. Please, Walter, go.
All right, Mr. DeSantis. Good night.
Good night, Walter.
Walter? Walter, wait a minute.
Oh, hello, Naolia.
Walter, I dug it.
My cat?
It was the most wonderful, wildest, like, wickiest thing I've ever seen. Walter, you've done something to me. Something deep down inside of my prana.
I have?
Oh, Walter, I want to be with you. You're creative. You've got a hot light bulb glowing inside of you, and I want to be warmed by it.
Gee, that's nice of you, Naolia.
Walter, take me away from here. Take me away to some cool blue place. And gas me.
I can't. I gotta go home.
Oh, then I'll go home with you.
Oh, no, Mrs. Swickard wouldn't like that. She's my landlady.
Isn't there anything I can do for you?
I don't think so, Naolia.
Oh, Walter, I can't let you just split like this. I've got to do something. I've got to contribute.
You don't have to do anything.
Wait. Wait, there is one thing I can do. One little thing. Don't leave, Walter. I want to give you something. Something that'll make you remember me. Put it in your pocket. Now go, Walter. Don't look back. Just go.
have your autograph, Mr. Paisley?
Why, certainly, my good woman.
Everybody likes my cat. You want to buy my statue, mister? $10,000? Okay. Gee, I'll be famous. And then I can ask Carla and she'll say yes. I know she will.
Hello, Walter.
Oh, hi. You're Lou, ain't you? I seen you down the yellow door plenty. Come on in. I was just making some pancakes. You can have some if you like. Did you see my cat?
Yeah, I saw your cat. I also saw that chick lay these on you.
Oh, that was Naolia. She's a nice girl. She's kind of strange, though. I guess she figures I get headaches or something.
Okay, Walter, who's your connection?
Connection?
Yeah, connection. Who do you score from? Where do you buy your horse?
Horse?
Horse, junk, white stuff, heroin.
Is that what that is? I never seen any of that before. I always thought that was expensive.
Yeah, Walter, that can be real expensive.
Gee. Well, wasn't that nice of Naolia to give me that expensive horse?
Walter.
Huh?
Police officer.
Ooh, you're like an undercover man.
You're under arrest, Walter.
Under arrest for what?
Possession of narcotics.
Who, me? What are you talking about?
Walter, I got you cold. Now you just come along quietly.
I didn't do nothing. And Naolia give me those. I didn't ask her for it. I didn't even know what was in
All right,
there.
you can tell him that downtown. Now let's go.
I ain't going no place with you.
Walter, do I have to point this at you?
You're gonna shoot me. No, don't shoot me.
Walter, just relax.
No, you're gonna shoot me.
Now just relax.
No, don't shoot
Just
me.
shut up, Walter.
No, you're gonna shoot me. Don't shoot.
Walter!
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Walter! Are you all right? I thought I heard you shouting a minute ago. Walter! What's all the noise in here?
Noise, Mrs. Swickett? What noise?
Don't tell me I didn't hear a racket. Are you sure you're all alone?
I'm always alone, Mrs. Swickett.
Walter, have you been talking to yourself again?
Well, I guess maybe I have, Mrs. Swickett. Somebody's got to.
Walter, you know, what you need is a girl. But she doesn't have to be pretty, just so long as she takes good care of you.
Well, I can take real good care of myself, Mrs. Swickett.
Yeah, I can see that. Look at this pad. It's terrible. When did you ever clean it up? And when did you change these sheets last? They look like they're alive.
Mrs. Swickett, I gotta meet some friends in a little while, and I gotta take a shower.
Well, why don't you clean up
if you don't
this
mind.
stuff?
Oh, please,
What's the
Mrs.
matter with
Swickett.
to hurt you, Lou. But if you'd have shot me, you'd be mopping up my blood now. I can't help it if I got scared and hit you. I didn't mean it. It's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't know you had it in you, Walter. How'd you do it? Oh, I just took some clay and fixed it up. Go home and make something, Walter. Make another cat. But I haven't got another cat.
Well, I reported in here around midnight. Lou had already been gone over an hour. No, nobody seems to know where he went. Why don't you put an alert out on him and I'll check on him from here. Okay, right.
Age 29, 5 foot 11 inches tall, dark complexion, hair black and curly. Last seen wearing blue jeans.
I must offer to you a confession. I like movies that give me a fright. If the subject is horror, I've got to see more. I won't be contented all night. You may call it my ghoulish obsession. It's a subject on which I get chatty. But the worst one, it seems, haunting all of my dreams was the cockroach at Cincinnati.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Not bad.
Would you like a drink?
Yeah.
Okay, you go wash up and I'll see what he's got.
Eddie, as I live and breathe.
Charlie!
Hey, Dan, when did you get back in town?
Just the other day. Not before I got that cream pup. Just 5 minutes out of the clink, and he's already asking me to get him laid. I mean, what do I look like? Chicks all right?
Hey, you spent 3 years in an 8x5 cell with a 300-pound dude, and then you tell me when you get out that getting your dick wet ain't priority 1. Am I right? Hey, Charlie knows what I'm talking about, huh?
Actually, it's Chucky now.
Chucky? You in kindergarten or something?
The old lady likes it and starting to grow on me, so...
Damn, man. Charlie's whipped now.
Yeah, you keep talking like that and you're gonna be the one who's getting whipped next.
Ho, 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 I'm shaking.
Would any of you boys like a drink?
Thank you.
Now, what do we have here?
Gentlemen, this is Tiffany. Tiff, this is Dan and Eddie.
Hello.
Hello indeed. When did this happen?
Oh, we met a few months ago. It was very serendipitous.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there was this bitch and she was being real mean to me, and Chucky came to my rescue. I knew right then and there he was the one for me.
Aw, that's adorable.
Oh, the timer. I'll be right back.
I like her. She's nice.
You like anything with tits.
Damn it, Danny. What's the matter with you?
I just never pegged you as a Mike Brady.
What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
This house, Susie Homemaker. I mean, come on, man. This ain't you. I don't care if you're squatting.
What, like you've never laid low before? And who cares if she's Betty Crocker? I like being waited on.
Like I said.
Who's hungry?
Aw, thanks, babe.
Swedish meatballs?
Hell yes.
I'm good.
Are you sure? My mother always said, nothing good ever gets accomplished on an empty stomach.
Tiff, enough about your mother, okay?
Okay. So, how do you boys know Chucky?
You seriously gonna keep calling him Chucky?
Is there a reason I shouldn't?
His name is Charles, sweetie. Charles! He's a grown-ass man, for God's sake. Show him some fucking dignity.
Well, unless you're prepared to suck his dick, I don't think you have a say in what he calls himself.
Charlie, you gonna let her talk to me like that?
What do you want me to do?
Put her in her place, man. Come on, get my back.
Excuse me?
Not talking to you, Blondie.
Now you made her mad.
Blondie?
Yeah, that's the only descriptive word I can think of right now that doesn't begin or end with bitch.
Hey, you listen to me, asshole! You don't get to come into my home and disrespect me like that!
What do you mean you're home?
Danny, come on, man. Come off it. Come on.
No, hold on a second. Let me educate you on something, sweetheart. I know your type. Chicks like you think you can just move on in, set up shop, and bleed a man dry. I've known Charlie here for almost 10 years now. If you think I'm gonna let you, Yoko Ono, any of that, you've got another thing coming. You're nothing special, sweetheart. You're just another notch on his belt until someone with better tits comes along.
Oh, really?
Sorry, sweetie. That's just how it is. No hard feelings.
You excuse me for a sec.
Danny, what the fuck, man?
Am I wrong?
Don't look at me. I warned you.
You think you're so smart? But how smart can you be when you're fucking dead? Huh? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. What are my manners? Did you want a drink?
That's right! It's that time again, folks. It's time to Ask Dr. Mad.
Holly from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, asks a mad scientist, what makes you think your plan will work? Well, that's a very good question, Holly. And there's a secret to the success, and it's called scope. And I'm not talking about the actual mouthwash, or whatever the hell I'm about to drink here. But you can either set yourself up for success, or you can either set yourself up for failure. For example, do I think that I can walk into a bar where you're at, take you back home, and do things to you sexually that can only be described in Japanese animated films? Yes. Do I think that I can raise an army of crocodile people and march on Washington? Okay, I'm still crunching the numbers on that one. It's 50-50. I'm still up in the air about it. Kinda like your legs. Do I think I'm going to conquer the world and dominate humanity? Absolutely not. So, if you want to succeed, you need to think about scope. Thanks for the question. Hope you enjoy.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
And dig the fuzz. What do you suppose they want here? You, man, you.
Hey, maybe they're looking for old Walter. He's a criminal type. Ain't you, Walter?
Sorry, Mr. DeSantis.
Oh, that's all right, Walter. Sit down.
Me? Sit down. Greetings, man. I'm not supposed to sit with the customers. Wait.
Now, why shouldn't you sit at the table, Walter? After all, you're a big artist now. A true creator above mere mortals.
What's the big idea?
Idea? I was just telling Walter the truth. Man wanted to pay me $100 for the cat. In fact, he's taking it home to show to his wife. Proves that I underestimated Walter's ability. His work has enormous realism. You can hardly tell it from the real thing.
Well, that sounds like a real put down.
Get off Walter's back, Leonard.
Am I on his back?
You're not very funny.
I'm not trying to be. Walter, what are you going to make next? A dog, maybe. Or a bird. How about a few dozen cockroaches from your room?
Hey, man, why don't you make an elephant? I got a new one.
Great. What is it?
It's a full-length, life-size figure.
Crazy. What is it called?
Murdered Man.
When do we get to see it?
Oh, anytime.
Hey, that's a pretty far-out name for a statue.
I saw a statue once. It was called The Third Time Phyllis Saw Me, She Exploded.
Well, what kind of a statue was that?
I don't know. It was made out of driftwood and dipped in fluoric acid. Very wild.
What's wrong, Leonard?
Nothing at all. It's the food in this dump.
Oh, man, you should try the Sorrel sewer. They got wheat germ bagels. Too much.
Excuse me, please.
I think he really is sick.
So who isn't?
Sanders, I've been trying to get to you all evening.
Gotta make a call. Gotta call Lieutenant Valdez.
Listen, I was wrong about my wife. She wants that cat after all. Do you hear me? I'll give you that $100 for the cat.
I can't talk to you just now.
All right, then, $200.
No. No.
$300, and that's tops.
$300 for the cat?
I know I'm going out of my mind, but I've been collecting art pieces all over Europe for years. And this boy, Walter Paisley, has got it. I want to buy his first work, and to make very sure that I get it, I'll pay you $500. $500 for the cat, and the first look at his next stuff.
Someone has the cat just now, but I'll have him back in a few days. Then you can have it for the $500.
Oh, thank you, sir. I think I've made a bargain. Call me when you're ready. Good night.
Leonard.
feel better? Listen, I'm going over to Walter's later after the place closes to see Murdered Man. You feel up to coming along?
The rope was fixed around his neck. I've seen ghouls and hobgoblins and witches, and some moth-eaten werewolves with bangs. I've seen creatures that clattered and others that chattered, and Japanese monsters with fangs.
Look at the size of it.
Well, it's not really that big. I got it on kind of a stand.
Well, let's see it.
I'm a little nervous. I never did a person before.
You can do anything if you set your mind to it.
It's hot in here.
You want me to open a window?
Oh, come on, Walter. Take off the sheet.
Don't you like it?
Walter, it's a masterpiece. I've never seen anything like it before. And I hope I never see anything like it again.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Neither do I.
It's hideous, and it's eloquent. It expresses modern man and all his self-pity. How did you ever find that in yourself, Walter?
Well, it wasn't easy.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I've never seen anyone so squeamish. What's your opinion, Leonard?
Don't ask me.
Oh, come on. Now, even you must see its value. Do you think that you or I could have conceived of such a thing, much less executed it? Well, then admit it. It's a work of genius.
I admit it.
Then let's take it down to the yellow door.
No.
Why not?
I'll tell you. But you cover it up again, please, huh? Please. Thank you.
What is all this nonsense? Why do you want to hide it?
Well, I've been thinking. I didn't realize how much talent Walter actually had. It would be wrong to show his pieces one at a time. Dead wrong.
You're right. He should build a collection first.
Yes. That's the idea. Maybe when it's big enough, we can have a show.
A show?
Yeah.
Just for me?
No! Well, not exactly. I mean, you take years and years. It's getting hot again. Well, it would take you years to make that many statues, but your work would be featured.
It's a wonderful idea, Walter. It's the only way to gain recognition. All the big art critics and art dealers will be there. It'll be an event.
Yes, then we can unload. We'd sell this stuff for a lot more.
A show? How soon can we go?
Well, don't rush things. It takes time. But first of all, you've got to stop making these horrible statues. Carla and I will guide you. Maybe you can turn to freeform.
Freeform?
Well, that's the movement today.
With his talent for realism?
But you can see the direction his realism takes. It's unhealthy.
But you said I was a genius. I don't want to be a busboy anymore.
Yes, maybe you got a point there. You shouldn't keep working at the Yellow Door. Look, I'm sure that man is going to buy your dead cat. So here's your fee in advance. $50. And if you need more, I've got it, so don't worry. I've got great faith in you, Walter.
Gee, $50 for something I made.
Now you're a professional.
Let's go.
Okay. Good night, Walter. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, but don't rush things. You got all the time in the world. Come on, Carla.
Good night.
Did you holler, Walter?
I'm an artist, Mrs. Swicker.
Oh, sure you are, Walter.
I am. Look.
Walter!
Glen!
Frankenstein gives me the shakes, and Count Dracula driving me batty. But they're not on a par with the worst one by far, the cockroach at 8 Cincinnati. Oh, he must have needed a seltzer. It's amazing how much he got down. For lunch he just chewed up a suburb or two, and for dinner he ate the whole town. Willard just sent me out laughing. I thought Ben looked a little bit ratty. But they're not half as bad as the worst scare I've had. The cockroach.
Yes, man. Yes. Yes. That's the man. Yeah.
Good evening, Walter.
Good evening, Paula. Sylvia, didn't you see me wave my Zen stick?
Oh, it's Walter Paisley.
Bring me a cappuccino and a piece of papaya cheesecake. And a bottle of Yugoslavian white wine.
Yes, sir, Mr. Paisley.
Good evening, Walter.
Maxwell, how have you been?
I see the rewards of achievement have come your way.
Well, after all, I'm a successful sculptor now.
Indeed.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Don't tell me to be quiet.
You're touching my weenus.
Huh?
You're touching my weenus.
Huh?
I said you're touching my weenus.
I heard you.
Why'd you keep saying huh?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Huh? Anyway.
Stop playing with my weenus.
Wow. What the hell is she doing out there?
Looks like she's having sex behind a sign. Woo-hoo!
Keep it behind the sign. Free love. Hell, you'd have to pay me.
Holy crap, man. You seeing what's happening back there?
No. Yes. No?
Thank God it's free. This show's worth every minute.
Free!
Oh my God, nobody can get in that position.
Nothing. What? Where did the sign go? Oh, there it is. Oh!
Damn, I thought we lost it for now.
Yeah. Wow.
Holy crap, I've never seen anybody do something like that.
Yeah. Where the sign went, and then...
Wait a minute. There's Mistress and some other dude there. Why do I see 8 arms and 6 legs?
Oh, I think that's Hindu. It's Bollywood.
Oh, God.
That's what they call Bollywood.
I've read the Kama Sutra and I've never seen that.
Yeah. I read comics, too.
I didn't say I read comics. I read the Kama Sutra.
Huh?
The Kama Sutra.
Yeah, comma, colon, whatever. You're colon, my apostrophe.
Did you die from colon cancer?
No.
Are you sure?
Are you on your period?
I don't get a period. I'm a plant, you dope.
Speaking of dope, what's that smell?
That's you.
Oh yeah, that's my underarms.
Wait a minute. No, you're right. I do smell something other than you.
Oh.
God, that reeks. What the hell is that?
No, it smells like a skunk.
Oh my God, is that coming from Mistress?
I think it is.
Oh,
wash your butt. Wash. Oh
my God, I puked my face off. Oh, come on, help me out here, man. Where was it?
I'm on here.
Where was it?
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hey man, dig Walter the Wigger.
It's coming out like he just cured cancer.
Let us make the scene.
Crazy.
I was just suggesting to Walter that he try his hand at freeform. Why do you suggest anything to Walter? Are you the spokesman for society come to put your stifling finger in his eye?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, now who invited these two down from the clouds?
Maxwell, yoo-hoo!
Clear the table, bring a bowl. I may be sick.
It's S02E04. Comes to spread cheer and color.
Look at my suntan, everybody.
Do we have to?
Where have you been, Alice? I went up to Big Sur to look for Henry Miller.
You didn't find him, I hope.
No, he's in Europe.
Good.
Why is the busboy sitting here?
I'm not the busboy anymore.
That's right. Walter has become a sculptor.
Oh, really? I'm a model, you know. I only charge $25 an hour. Would you like to do me?
Yeah.
I just might.
Never mind that. Walter's gonna try freeform. There you go again. I may take my business to the Sorrel Sewer.
As a matter of fact, I was going to suggest to Walter that he try a female figure. As a change from the violent death theme. You really should, Walter. You know what? If you like, I'll be your model for free.
I couldn't. Not you. Man, if you're gonna be an artist, you've got to do nudes. Right. Ain't nobody an artist unless he does nudes.
Will you get them out of here before we wind up in night court?
Oh, let's change the subject. I'm sick of hearing about sculpture. Nobody knows how to do that anymore. Much less the busboy from the Yellow Door.
Who do you think you're talking about?
Don't shout at me.
I don't like you.
Nobody asked for your opinion, Walter. You're just a simple little farm boy, and the rest of us are all sophisticated beatniks.
Let's split. Yeah, man. I gotta make me some air. See, you made them leave.
What did I do?
The first beneficial service of your benighted life. It proves we're all good for something.
Are you saying that this busboy is better than I?
Yes.
I think this whole bit about him being a sculptor is just a big put-on for my benefit.
That's not true. I am a sculptor.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Prove it. Make something out of this.
There. Hand.
That isn't a real hand. If you were a sculptor, you'd create something for me.
A harpoon would be very nice.
I'm going home.
Alice? You're obnoxious. But he's such an idiot. What are you doing here?
I wanted to apologize for being nasty to you this evening.
So you're apologize. Good night. Listen, Twerp, why don't you get out of here and let me go to bed?
I didn't finish talking to you. I decided to make that female figure after all.
Oh?
And I'd like you to for it.
Remember what I said about my price?
$25 an hour.
If you want to pay it, I don't mind. When do you want to start work?
Tonight?
You mean right now?
Uh-huh.
Wait till I get my... Could use a little more heat around this place.
It's bad for the clay. You'll get used to it.
Well, I'm almost ready.
Here. Sit in this chair and I'll pose you.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
What's up, people? Glen Lentz here. Welcome back to another episode of Glen's Reviews for Mistress Peace Theater, where we talk about anything that's horror related. Now, what are we going to talk about today? A very awesome movie. It's a movie that I've really come to love with repeat viewings, and this is also kind of a request from the Mistress herself. And how can I argue with such an awesome request? In this episode, we're going to talk about this movie, Shin Godzilla. What it was originally called, Godzilla Resurgence. I don't know why they changed the name. I'm assuming because they didn't want to associate the movie with that horrible piece of shit Independence Day Resurgence, which was a very terrible movie. Now what the hell's going on here? 2 Godzilla movies for Glen's Reviews in one season. But how could I resist? I love Godzilla. Now I could really make this a quick review. I don't really have to go through the story much, because if you're all familiar with the 1954 original movie, this movie almost follows that pretty close. Anyway, this is going to sound racist, but it's completely not. It's hard to follow a lot of the characters in this movie because they picked a lot of characters that all look the same. It's hard to tell any of them apart. And it's not because they're Japanese, it's because they all look like stock, generic scientist type people that are all doing the same things. They're very, like Stonewall expressions throughout most of it. Except for one man named Rondo Yaguchi, who this movie follows. He really stands out from the rest of the crew because he's, a very attractive, blatantly attractive Japanese man. Let's call him attractive male lead. Anyway, the movie follows Yaguchi on his journey to figure out what Godzilla is, where he came from, and ultimately how to stop him and save Japan as well as the rest of the world. Ultimately, there is quite a few underlying themes that were interwoven in with this movie, such as unity, perseverance, working together to fight a bigger cause that's larger than yourself and ultimately do something that's a lot bigger than you. As much as I like this movie and as much as I can get lost in it, there are things about it that I don't really care about. The pacing can be a little bit more brisk. There are a lot of scenes where there's a lot of scientists doing a lot of technobabble, doing a lot of scientist things that become stale and boring after a while. They could have cut out probably about 20 minutes of this movie just to help the pace of the movie and the story go along a lot smoother. Some of the American dubbing is just downright ridiculous. I mean, don't get me wrong, any Japanese movie, any of these Godzilla movies, some of them have some really awful dubbing. But just listen to this shit.
Is this even possible? What?
Doc, calm down.
Now that we got that out of the way, I want to talk about some of the really awesome stuff that I give this movie praise for. The way it was shot. This movie is very brilliantly, beautifully shot. There are a lot of low-angle shots of Godzilla destroying various parts of Japan. And you get a real sense of scale of how huge Godzilla is in this movie, and it's really great. Another thing I really love about this movie too is the musical score. The musical score is very appropriate. There's a scene where Godzilla's about to destroy Japan with his purple lasers and stuff all over the place. So this whole thing is just a massive wide-angle shot of Japan. Everything's getting destroyed, and it's very, very dramatic. Opera-style song is playing in the background. It just all fits. It's brilliant. It looks beautiful. It sets the tone for how this movie is, like how tragic and everything is that all this is going on. They also managed to fit the old Godzilla theme in with this at certain parts, like when the military's attacking Godzilla. I really like that they put that in there. The special effects, holy shit. I love the special effects in this movie. The special effects were great, because you had a mix of practical and CG effects. There's motion capture work done. It made it blend in together brilliantly. It was just really well done. Which leads me to my last point, and one of my favorite things about this movie. This is where I want to end this review on. The gore. The way Godzilla looks. It's awesome. The first scene with Godzilla, well actually you don't really see him yet. It's when the catastrophe first happens and no one knows what the hell's going on. There's a big explosion in the water, just blood everywhere. There's a tunnel underneath the ocean. It just busts open and all of Godzilla's blood just spills out onto all the cars and shit. There's a bunch of scenes like that too, where there's just blood spilling out of Godzilla everywhere as he mutates and morphs. This was the most interesting part about any Godzilla movie I've seen. He mutates into different forms. Like, he just keeps evolving as like this weird sea creature all the way up until what we get right here, or my little Shin Godzilla right here. And that's why I call him Zombie Godzilla. He looks evil, like, in his final form. He just looks amazing. I just love all the, like, little red veins and stuff sticking out. It looks like he's got cracks in his skin exposing all this, like, blood and stuff underneath. He's got, like, gills in his neck and shit. Like, even when Godzilla shoots fire from his mouth, he doesn't just open his mouth and shoots fire like the other Godzilla movies you saw. His mouth, like, splits into, like, 3 or 4 pieces, and it's just really just disturbing. Like, he looks creepy as hell. It's just awesome. Even the sounds he makes when he's evolving are just, like, really, really insanely creepy. The destruction in this movie is just incredible, too. I love all the explosions. I love all the battle scenes. I love Godzilla destroying stuff. It's great, and it's beautiful, and it's magical on so many levels. The movie's not perfect. It's not a masterpiece. But it's pretty damn good. It's one of my favorite Godzilla movies of all time that I've ever seen. That's why I'm going to give this movie an A-. It deserves it. I love this movie. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. Thanks for watching this review of Shin Godzilla. I highly recommend seeing this movie. Just go see it based for the looks alone, but you won't be disappointed. You'll be 100% satisfied, like I said in one of my first videos. But you can see more of my videos if you go to youtube.com/Lentz. Mistress Peace Theater, we'll be right back, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys later.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Kind of rickety. How's this pose?
Oh, that's fine. That's very good. Just stay like that.
That doesn't look like very much clay.
Oh, it's enough. Put this around your neck.
Watch it, the plate's hot.
Are these fertile eggs?
Are these eggs fertile? Naturally.
What'd you fry them in?
We ran out of the safflower seed oil, but I found a bottle of peanut oil on the shelf. Don't worry, it's not hydrogenated.
Is that the cold pressed stuff or the junk Hilda bought by mistake?
Yes, man, yes.
Shalom.
Good morning, Walter.
Hi, Walter. What brings you here?
Had some breakfast, man.
What are you having?
Soy and wheat germ pancakes, organic guava nectar, calcium lactate and tomato juice, and garbanzo omelets sprinkled with smoked yeast. Join us?
No, thanks. Sounds great, though. I brought something to show you. Could I have some of the guys help me?
Is it Murdered Man?
It's better.
Come on.
Porters. Put it in the middle of the room.
When did you do this, Walter?
Last night. It doesn't take me very long.
I should say not.
Well, let's see it, man.
Walter, I can't believe it.
I'm honored to know this man.
Do you think it's nice?
Hey, she's beautiful.
Do you think it's nicer than Murdered Man?
Oh, I don't know, Walter. It's impossible to choose. They're both great.
Walter, I'm deeply moved. To show my appreciation, I'm going to give a party tonight at the Yellow Door, in your honor. And I shall compose a poem.
Some more champagne, Your Majesty?
Here.
Where?
There. That's fine. Man, let's have another little kiss.
Walter, you're a wretch.
Yeah?
Here I go! Here we go! All right. Walter. The bird that flies now pays later through the nose of ambidextrous apathy. Necrophiles may dance upon the placemats in an orgy of togetherness. The highway of life cuts sharply through the shady ghettos and the ivy-covered tombs, and laughter rings from every time capsule in the star-spangled firmament. And in the deep freeze it is the children's hour, and no one knows that Duncan is murdered. And no one knows that Walter Paisley is born. Duncan knows. Tuesday Sunrise knows. Alley cats and garbage cans and steaming pavements and you and I and the nude descending the staircase and all such things with souls, we know that Walter Paisley is born. Ring rubber bells, beat cotton gongs, strike silken cymbals, play leathern flutes, the cats and cans and you and I and all such things with souls. We shall hear Walter Paisley is born, and the souls become flesh. Walter Paisley is born.
Yeah.
Marvelous, darling, marvelous.
Man, like that was the greatest gas I ever heard.
Crazy, what did he say?
Didn't you hear him?
No, man, I'm too far out.
Maxwell, that was magnificent.
I feel so elegant.
Walter deserved every word of it.
Makes me so glad I'm aware.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
So, Satin, I think all our thoughts and prayers worked. Did you see that guy with the pasta hair and her walking to the back 40?
Pasta hair? Think you mean Rasta hair? And yeah, she seemed pretty into him. Just what we need. Distraction.
I mean, there's lots of farm equipment back there. They better be careful. And what if he distracts her and Mistress falls on the seed drill?
Pretty sure that wouldn't cause any more damage, as long as they stay away from the manure spreader.
Oh.
They'll both be fine. Now's our chance. Let's go lock the doors and turn off the lights. Yeah.
Audio Jungle.
Yes, Walter.
All about me. It's true, isn't it?
Every word.
You'd better hold off on the bubbly, artist.
Yeah, why?
You might talk too much.
What would I say?
Most anything, I expect.
Are you two trying to ignore the rest of us?
Oh, not me, Maxwell. I wouldn't ignore you. I know what it is to be ignored.
Tell us what you're going to do next, Walter.
I'm gonna make the most wonderful, wildest, wickedest things you've ever seen. I'm gonna make big statues and little statues, tall statues and short statues. I'm gonna make statues of nobodies and statues of famous people, statues of actors and poets and people who sell things on television, and a statue of the mayor and some opera singers and their intimate friends. And everybody will say, Walter, let me shake your hand. It's been a real pleasure to have known you. Alley cats and garbage cans, they know that Walter Paisley is born. Ring rubber bells, beat cotton gongs, strike silken cymbals, play leathern flutes. Tell us what you're gonna do next, Walter. I'm gonna make big statues, little statues, movie stars and poets, and guys who sell things on television. And the mayor and some opera singers. That's what you're gonna do next, Walter. What am I gonna do next? What am I gonna do next? I gotta do something before they forget. I know what it's like to be ignored.
Who are you? What do you want?
Life is an obscure hobo, bumming a ride on the omnibus of art.
Huh? What'd you say?
What is not creation is graham crackers. Let them all crumble to feed the creator.
Oh, beat it. You must be nuts.
Hello, Leonard. Beautiful morning, isn't it?
Was. What's that you got in the box?
Just wait till you see this.
Horrible murder in furniture factory. Read about the man who got cut in half. Extra. Police can only find part of it.
Leonard.
Read all about it.
What's the matter, Leonard?
You made a bust.
Yeah, isn't it wonderful? What's the matter, Leonard?
Put it down, Walter, please. Walter, listen to me carefully. I don't want you to make any more statues. Do you understand? No more statues.
Why not? I gotta make statues, Leonard. You heard Brock. They want me to make them. If I stop making them, I'll just be a busboy again.
Brock, he's behind all of this with his stupid, bitter poetry. Listen, you've got to stop and right away. I'm beginning to feel responsible.
Why? What did you do?
Never mind. Walter, I've decided to have that show for you right away. Yes. When Carla comes, we'll have her work up some nice invitations. We'll have them printed up. We'll invite the critics and the art collectors. We'll tell them.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Okay, I
Wait,
can't
no,
see anything.
You're easy, Bones.
What?
You're easy bones, aren't you?
What?
Read my lips.
You don't have any.
Neither do you.
Oh my God! What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Oh wait, hang on. Give me the goddamn thing. Give me the dog on the jaw. Oh wait, I have no teeth. Oh.
What the hell?
I got.
What the hell is that?
I know.
What the hell are you doing down there? Get that shit out! What the fuck? Why do you have a blue penis in your mouth?
Oh, it's not my mouth. Oh.
Why do you have a blue penis in your mouth? Oh God, what the hell is that? Come here, let me see that. Will you quit messing around down there?
It's way over there.
Well, shit, I can't do that.
Hang on, I'll be back. Hang on. I gotta go get it.
Oh God, now I gotta wait on that slow ass fly to find it again.
Oh,
it took him forever to get that footage.
Over here. Oh.
Oh, there it is.
I got it. I'm coming back. I'm coming back now.
I got it.
Oh.
Hey, no, get out of your car.
Oh my. What is that? What is that? What? Wow.
Oh, I can do this all day long. This is great.
Yeah.
You sure it's good?
No, I can't get my clothes back on.
Are you sure about that?
I got my cloak. I don't know what's happening. Oh, it's all messed up.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Well, I don't see why we can't go.
Mr. Leonard DeSantis is afraid to have you come. You who buy his coffee and lure his tourists. You are the heart and soul and meat of the Yellow Door. He slighted you.
Did you get an invitation?
I did not, but I'm going anyway. Not to drink his champagne, but to see Walter's triumph. After that, we go no more.
Hi, Maxwell.
I won't say good luck, Walter.
Why not?
It would imply you could not succeed on your ability alone.
You look so handsome.
I do. So do you. I mean, you look so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Are you ready?
Oh, we've got plenty of time.
I know, but I wanted to talk to you.
Okay, we can go now if you like. Bye.
Later, man, later.
Swing.
Man, why do you suppose Walter wants to get her alone?
Do you suppose he could be physically attracted to her?
No, man, he ain't the type. He don't get enough vitamin E.
Maxwell gave him a bottle of wheat germ oil once. Maybe he just started taking it.
What did you want to talk to me about, Walter?
Well, what kind of people do you like, Carla?
Oh, thinking people. Artistic people, I guess.
You think I'm artistic?
Of course I do.
That means you like me.
I like you very much, Walter.
I thought you did on account of how you kissed me the other night.
Oh, that was for your sculptor of the girl, your nude in the chair.
Carla, I've been alone for a long time, and I know you've been alone, because you never seem to go out with anybody, even though Leonard's always asking you to go out with him, and I just...
What are you trying to say?
Carla, I don't want to make statues anymore. I want to get married. To you.
How long have you been thinking about this, Walter?
Oh, for a long time. Ever since you first came to work at the club. You were the only one who was ever nice to me. I didn't know you loved me until you kissed me.
Walter, I do like you. And I did kiss you. But that was because of your work. There's more to being in love with someone than just that.
You mean you don't love me?
I'm afraid that's what I mean.
But you gotta love me. Why do you think I made that statue of Alice?
Walter, I'm sorry, but
You just can't be sorry. I want to marry you.
Now calm down, Walter, and let's go in there and then maybe when the show's over we can talk about it.
Well, I don't want to talk about it. I get it. I see the whole thing now. Nobody knows that Walter Paisley is born. Carla, will you do one favor for me?
Just about anything, Walter.
Would you let me make a statue of you?
Would you really like to? That'd make me very happy.
Okay. Tonight. I'll make a statue of you tonight. Okay?
Come on.
No, thanks.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Well, hey, my malicious malcontents, it's me, Mistress Malicious, and I'm sitting here today with Steve Bartell and Josiah Henson. And you guys have the Bartell and Henson normal thing going on here.
Yep.
You can spit it out, right? Anyways, seems like you guys were doing something a little earlier, and this is kind of a recent change up as far as the Paranormal Society, how you're naming it or going by it. So fill me in a little bit here. I need some education.
Sure. Do you want to tackle it? Or go ahead.
Oh.
Okay. So we started
He's
out.
gonna tackle me.
We started
Just
out
an interview. Calm down.
I will. I'll try to contain myself. We started out as Haunted Conover Square in Oregon, Illinois, which is an old piano factory from the 1800s, and it's well known to be very haunted. And we started giving tours there about 2 years ago together. Yep. But the tours actually started 6 years ago by a guy named Mike Grasso, and he and I both have been on his tours, and we fell in love with it, and we just really clicked with it. And Mike ended up moving out to Pennsylvania 2 years ago and asked Steve to take over. You were there for about how long before I?
About a year or so.
Before I got on, and then Steve asked me to join him, and we've just been doing it ever since. And the owner has recently had a change of mind, and he doesn't want us to do ghost tours anymore, unfortunately. So we're
Did
kind
he
of.
give you a reason for that? Just I'm just kind of curious.
It's probably more time than we have to spend today, but the reason he initially gave us, we kind of saw through. He said it was insurance reasons, and we don't necessarily buy that. So
Okay. We don't have to get deep into that, but I have to say honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed because I never got to do the tour.
Oh, they were a blast, and Andrew's been on one. Somebody who's here, he's been on one, and I think everybody just really enjoyed it. We never really had any negativity, come out of it. So. No.
Can real quick before we move on to what you're doing now, can you tell me one of your experiences, one or more the better experiences that you had in Conover that really stick with you, or the activity?
I can tackle this one.
Okay.
On Halloween 4 years ago or so, I had a group up in the attic,
And we had just sat down and done like an EVP session, so we were asking questions, trying to get responses on the equipment. And we got done, we all turned our flashlights on, and we were starting to filter out of the room. And all of a sudden, we heard what sounded like a metallic clinking noise. It sounded like a nail or something had fallen into the ground. We went over and looked, and it was a little thing of staples, and it had been thrown across the room. So while we were looking at it, we heard it again on the far side of the room. Something was thrown at the other side of the room.
Really?
And so everyone's taking pictures, and we're milling around, and a rock or a piece of plaster or something was thrown at us from the back of the room, and it whizzed right past us and bounced off the floor.
Wow.
So there was a little bit of poltergeist activity that night.
Fun.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
also scary.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine so.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't see that one coming there, did
No,
you?
not at all.
Yeah. Well, awesome. So tell me a little bit now that you're not doing the Conover ghost tours, what you are doing now.
Well, I'm a Freemason out of the Byron Lodge, so I've got some ties to the Masonic Lodge in Freeport, and that's known to be haunted. And they contacted me and asked me if my partner and I, Steve, would be interested in running tours out of there. And we thought, what a perfect fit, perfect timing, everything worked out well. So it was a bit of an arduous process going through the board, making sure that everything was going to be okay, but we ended up being okay. We got the okay from the board to run tours, and we just did our first successful one February 8th.
Oh, yeah.
And it was sold out within how long was it?
Like within 2 days at least.
Yeah, so it sold out instantly, and it was really awesome because all these teams came together and everybody got to investigate this building. It takes up a whole city block.
Wow.
So in essence, we kind of have a rebirthing of this new place. It's not Oregon, it's not Conover, it never will be, which is our love. But it's a second best, so we're pretty excited about what the future has to
Now,
hold.
is this something that you're going to be doing like monthly there, or
As much as we can, I guess.
Yeah, but we're working around that. They have all kinds of banquets, wedding, receptions, things like that in the building. So we have to work around their event schedule.
Okay.
But we're going to try and get at least one a month in from here on out.
I'm definitely going to want to check that out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love it.
He mentioned this building is huge. This building actually has a full-size theater in there. They have two lodge rooms that are really big.
Oh yeah.
They have a ballroom downstairs and a pool room and all kinds of different locations. Sometimes you go to a theater and investigate a whole theater for 5 hours, and this building has that and more. So.
Oh, that is right up my alley.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, sounds
Johnny
awesome.
Cash played there. John Philip Sousa played there.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of history.
A lot of history.
All right. Well, I'm definitely going to be checking that out.
Absolutely,
For
we'd love to
sure.
have you. Cool.
Anything else you'd like to share? Other things that you were currently into, outside of that project?
Yeah.
We can talk about RAPS a little bit.
Yeah, you founded
I founded Rock River Area Paranormal Society back about 3 years ago now. And it's kind of evolved into what it is today. There's about 10 to 12 people. And we're all like-minded people from Oregon, Byron, Rockford. And we get together and go on paranormal investigations. So we used to do Conover as a group, but Steve and I ran Conover separately from RAPS altogether. But the RAPS team, we go all around. We've been to Edinburgh, Iowa. We've been to Bartonville, down in Peoria. All these really cool haunted locations, and we go together. We've got one upcoming here at the Byron Theater, and then where's another one we've got?
Well, on Halloween we did a big event out at White Pine State Park that was open to the public.
Okay.
He mentioned the Byron. The Byron Historical Society, we're doing an event there.
And for people who don't know, we're talking about Byron, Illinois.
Illinois, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. But we also investigated all over town here. We've been to the library multiple times. We've investigated the old courthouse. We've investigated Stronghold Castle. The Roadhouse, yeah. So,
cool.
Yep.
A lot of local places are known to be haunted here in this town.
And we also offer services. If someone's house is haunted, we have business cards that we distribute as much as we can. And if you want answers about whether or not we think your house is haunted, if you're experiencing things, you call us up and we'll arrange a time to come out and investigate the place.
Well, I'm definitely going to be calling you on that too.
Awesome.
Got a few things going on around here.
Yeah, it's completely free too. We never charge anybody for that stuff.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, hey, before we wrap this up, can you share a little bit about where you are on social media, where people can look you up,
Sure.
get in touch?
For us, you can look us up under Bartell and Henson Paranormal, and then Rock River Area Paranormal Society on Facebook. We don't have websites or anything, so that's the best way to get a hold of us.
All right, thank you very
absolutely.
much. All righty, well, Josiah, thank you very much. Steve, thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Everybody, remember, don't be afraid of the thing that goes bark in the night. That's my potato goblin. be the thing that goes bark in the night.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hey, dudes! Dudes, come on, man. This really isn't kosher at all, dudes. Come on. Dudes! Not groovy at all. Not groovy. Dudes! Dudes, it's cold out here, man. This really isn't groovy, dudes. Dudes! Not feeling it, man. Not feeling your groove at all.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
This could bring about a return to realism.
Yes, a one-man return. We have many artists about, but no craftsmen. This man knows his anatomy.
I'd give $1,500 for this.
After you read my review, it'll probably cost you $5,000. So what's the trouble? Why should you be so depressed? Have you heard the things they're saying? You can make $25,000 on these pieces alone.
I thought you put money down.
I do, but $25,000?
Leave me alone.
Out! Man, we have come to make this scene.
Want some cappuccino, man? We got the bread.
We're not open for business. This is an art exhibit. No bums. Get out.
That art is a bum, man.
And he's sober.
Yeah, well, that's his problem. All right, man, all right. We'll wait outside.
Yeah, you wait outside.
Going, Carla? What's the matter?
Walter, there's a body inside that statue.
Oh, that's Alice. It's all right, Carla. Maxwell says it's all right. Let them become clay in his hands that he might mold them.
Walter, you stay away from me.
Don't you see, Carla? I made them immortal. Don't you see? I can do the same for you.
Have him send some cars. I'm going up the basement.
I'm going with you.
Hey, man, what is the score?
Walter Paisley's a murderer.
Wow, man, I saw him chasing Carla down the street.
What was that? Nobody knows I'm here.
Walter.
No.
Walter!
They couldn't know. They're dead. How could they know?
Did you see him?
He's hiding around here someplace.
He can't hide just because we're in Clay and he isn't.
Walter, go home.
He won't know where else to go.
Walter, go home.
Where is he?
We'll have him soon, Lou.
We'll teach him he can't murder us and get away with it, won't we?
Yeah. Walter. Walter. What you gonna do now, Walter?
I'll hide where they'll never find me.
There's his rummy. He's gone crazy. Paisley! Paisley, open up! Paisley!
I suppose he would have called it Hanging Man. His greatest work.
Though MPT depicts alcohol and drug use in a humorous light, we in no way condone nor encourage the excessive use of these substances. If you or someone you know needs help with addiction, please contact one or all of the following hotlines.
Two, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody's talking about commercialism, COVIDism, socialism, capitalism, fascism, chism, hot-ism, sticky-ism, chism-ism. All we are saying
is give
Mistress here a chance do. We are saying, Mistress a chance. Everybody's talking about temperatures, scavengers, evangelers, and misdemeanors, hip-hops, flip-flops, socialized french fries, and brundle flies. Lies, lies, lies. All we are saying is give Mistress Peace Theater a chance. All we are saying, give Mistress Peace Theater a chance.
Sing it.
Just give Mistress Peace Theater a chance.
Everybody's talking about pollution, solution, isolation, sensation, conventilation, medication, operation, corrupt nation, tuna station. All we are saying, yeah, is give Mistress Peace Theater a chance. All we are saying, yeah, is give Mistress Peace Theater a chance. Everybody's talking about Mistress Malicious, Clyde, Macho, Velvetina, Mad Peter, Potato Goblin, Winston, Trillian, Glen, Satin, Dr. Mad, Demonica, Magic Mirror, Magic Mirror. All we are saying is give Mistress Peace Theater a chance. Yeah. All we are saying is give Mistress Peace Theater a chance. Woo! See it! Yeah. All we are saying is give Mistress Peace Theater a chance. All we are saying is give Mistress Peace